Today I'm going to show you a very important and quick step that I use in Photoshop that is a safeguard against completely screwing up an image and wasting a whole lot of time when you're editing. I tend to keep my layers palette as small as possible. When I first started out, I would have dozens of layers because I was afraid to flatten anything. As you get more comfortable in Photoshop and with your style and with your client expectation, you'll feel more comfortable flattening. I wish that I would have done it from the beginning. When you have a lot of layers, you're increasing your file size. If you're shooting volume, then you're dealing with storage issues and it gets to be a big headache. So I always keep my work flattened on a background layer. So what I do is I always check my history palette and I always look in here and make sure that I click history options, automatically create first snapshot, automatically create new snapshot when saving. So I think maybe the two or three times check it, and then it just automatically by default will do it. But I always randomly go in and check and make sure that's doing its thing. So I'm just going to show you really quickly. Say I'm working an image and I forget to duplicate my layer and I decide that I want her eyes to be a little brighter. We'll give her Twilight vampire eyes here for fun. So I'm just going in with the dodge tool, set on highlights, for some crazy vampire eyes. That's just for good measure. All right, so what I would normally do in this situation if I wanted her eyes to be this color is I would be able to create a layer mask over that layer and hide everything and just paint back what I wanted. But since I did everything on the background layer, I can't have nowhere to go. So normally you could just Control Alt Z or Command Alt Z if you're on a Mac and it would be able to get you your history states back. But if you only have, say, 10 history states and then you can't go back further, then you have to start all over. And I have done that hundreds of times and it sucks. So what you do is you just Control or Command Save, go up to your history, let's do it that way. So you'll see here it created a snapshot when you saved, so your work is saved, and here's where you started. So you can select all. Here, let's do it here so you can see what I'm doing. Select all. Copy. And then you go here onto your first state, first saved state. And now I can continue on with my work. You can the bracket key to size your brush. And there you go. So now I was able to do what I wanted to do even though I screwed up and was working on my background layer. So again, History Palette, History Options, make sure the first top two are checked, okay, and you're good to go.